The Denver Nuggets have a golden opportunity in their hands. They have a chance of winning multiple championships, but they could easily be a one-hit wonder if they don't start seriously thinking about their future. What they need to do could be the difference between being the 2019 Toronto Raptors or the next Kobe and Shaq Lakers. They need a plan B. They need to buy insurance for the next potential dynasty. The player that is the key to all of this is Jamal Murray. The last 3 years have proven that he is the difference between the Nuggets winning the title or experiencing an early playoff exit. The first question that they need to ask is Jamal Murray good enough to be the second best player on a potential dynasty? If he's playing the way he did in the 2023 playoffs, then the answer is yes. Averaging over 26 points and 7 assists is more than enough help for a team that has the best player on the planet. Although he's never been an all-star, he certainly plays like one of the best guards in the league when it really matters. In the past, that has worked for teams that have won multiple championships. For example, Isaiah Thomas had Joe Dumars, and Magic Johnson had James Worthy for the last 2 titles he won. They're players that aren't good enough to lead a team on their own, as Kobe and Dwayne Wade were, but they knew how to raise their game when the star player needed help, and they both have Finals MVPs to show for it. But for that formula to work, there is something important that the team needs. What the Bad Boy Pistons and Showtime Lakers have in common is that they had an extremely deep roster that didn't depend on 2 players to create for the team offensively. That's what the Nuggets have. They are built to win in today's NBA. For example, they posted the 2nd highest effective field goal percentage, the 5th highest true shooting percentage, and the 9th highest offensive rating for a single season in NBA history last year. They're an extremely efficient shooting team, and that worked for them, even though they didn't have a single player that averaged over 25 points in the regular season. But what they have is great shooters, the most efficient all-around superstar ever, and a great shot creator in Jamal Murray. The pieces are in place. So if that's the case, why would you want to ruin what they have? Because Jamal Murray has been battling through injuries for the past 3 years. It's not just any kind of injury. He tore his ACL late in the 2020/21 season, and he missed the entirety of the following season. The next major injury that he suffers can be too much for him to overcome. And if that happens, they will go back to square one when they weren't competitive in the 2021 and 2022 playoffs. As great as Nikola Jokic is, he can't do it by himself. The most recent example of this is with the Milwaukee Bucks. As great as Giannis was in the 2021 playoffs, Chris Middleton played a huge role in the Bucks winning the title. He was guaranteed to score over 20 points, and that was enough for them to run through the competition. But what has happened in the past 2 seasons? The Bucks have failed to get past the 2nd round, and his injury problems have a lot to do with that. The Denver Nuggets could easily follow that same path if Jamal Murray goes down again, and it would truly be a crime if he just wastes away the prime of the greatest big man of this generation. So this is what I would do if I were the Nuggets. I wouldn't change anything now. I would run it back and see if they could run the table again. But I would also start thinking about potential moves on the down low to see how the market is looking in the upcoming years and who could be the next predecessor. Jokic has proven that he doesn't need much to win, just someone that can create for himself and close out games when needed. They need to start thinking about this now before he gets hurt and loses his value in the trade market. If they fall short in the upcoming postseason, they should seriously start looking at offers before he becomes an unrestricted free agent in the 2025 offseason. I would invest in a star that can give them the best odds of winning multiple titles. And there are plenty of scoring point guards that can play his role just as good, if not better. This is a huge test run for Jamal Murray and the Denver Nuggets. Nikola Jokic is the kind of player that can be the face of the next dynasty of the NBA. He is that good. But every great player needs a great running mate. Jamal needs to prove that he can be that player. But if he isn't, the Nuggets need to have the guts to cut ties and do everything possible to make history. The championship window for teams nowadays closes so quickly. There is no time to lose. If Jamal Murray can play to his potential, he can make a name for himself. Playing alongside the Joker, can lead him to the Hall of Fame, but he needs to do his part. If he does, then there are no major changes that the Nuggets need to make. But if he doesn't, then don't be surprised if you see moves being made in Denver. But what about you all? Do you think Jamal Murray can be an important piece to a potential dynasty? Or do you think the Nuggets will eventually move on from him? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.